Dr. D. Holland. How to be a sponge. You lay there. You're there, just like your eyes have not opened, and it starts, and it moves, and their energy's flowing. And I'm not talking about the coffee pot. I'm not talking about the water. I'm not talking about the sun. I'm talking about the sponge, which I used to call the brain. See, when I was first going to do this speech, I thought my title was going to be How Not to Be a Sponge, because I found in my life I was absorbing too much. See, the only purpose of a sponge is to absorb and release. Absorb and release. And so my sponge's story is very unique. Now, I had two vats, one here and one here. Visualize with me. This one, kind of gooky and rusty, but even where the brass parts were, had that nice turquoise color, because it was just that old. And inside it was gunk and different colors, and it was thick and mucky. And then over here, I had this pristine, clear, lovely vat. And my little sponge had to go past both these vats every day. And I was doing fine. And then one day, curiosity got the best of me. And I decided to float in this sponge. And that creaminess of that thick muck, ooh, that felt good. And all the little sponges underneath, they were pulling me down. And it was feeling good, all that attention. And we were partying, having a good time, talking nasty. Okay? All of a sudden, I realized, oh, this isn't me. I've lost myself. I need to get back up. And I couldn't get back up. Because see, I was weighted down too heavy now. I thought, how am I going to get back up? Oh my gosh, I'm one of them. I never thought I'd be one of them. And I went into this dark place on the side until I could get up. And when I got to the top of that vat, oh, I dropped out. And I laid, and I realized I was spiritually, emotionally, and physically all dried up. And I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there. And I got into the blame game. It was those sponges. They made me that way. It was the head sponge. They didn't like me. They didn't approve of me. Before I knew it, I said, okay, it was their fault. And then I had to sit and think. But who went in that vat? I went in on my own self. So I stayed that sponge, and I meditated, and I only absorbed good things, and I built my energy back up, and I wasn't so dry. And then I looked over at that clear vat, and I said, but I'm not ready for that clear vat. I'm not good enough. My self-esteem did not allow me to move to that nice clear vat. So what did I do? I hibernated. I stayed to myself. Oh, that was real healthy. So I was a little moist, but I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't absorbing anything. I wasn't replenishing myself. So finally I realized I need to love myself for the sponge that I am. which was a new sponge to use as a visual aid. But I put the old sponge in with a new sponge, and it proves my point exactly. And this only happened when I got here. It absorbed its energy. That's how we're all connected. And it filled up on a half-an-hour ride over here. So it doesn't matter whether you're a clean sponge or a dirty sponge. If you loved yourself, you jump right in there, and you're in the clean, pristine bath. And his famous quote, a square pants sponge on square pants. I did it, I did it, I did it!